Oh my word. Hi everyone. Yeah, we've run into some technical difficulty. My internet just died and I had to reboot everything and just get it back online. So, right, let's see if we can carry on where we left off. Right, let's see if I can get Janel to come back on. Sorry about that, guys. That is unfortunately the times we live in. But yeah, looks like we are back. So let's see if we can get this going again. Hallo dame. Let's see if my connecting to audio. How's it? Can you hear me?
Cool. Can you hear? Hello. Welcome back.
Take two.
Lockdown live, darling. Lockdown live.
Net met ons wat zoiets sal gebeur.
Ah, tomorrow. I don't mind it.
Yeah. So yeah, I can't even remember where we finished off the last one. I think it was about if you can do stuff like this on the internet. You said, well, it's not like you can cut your hair on the internet as well. So
yeah. Like I said, there is stuff that I can do, but I don't know necessarily if that would be something essential that people are going to have the funds to pay for right now, even though it won't be as expensive because it's online. But I mean, yeah, like I said, I will be very lucky if I can get someone that will enroll for like short little workshops like that, because I don't know if it's necessarily that something that people will spend money on at the moment, because it's not really something that is essential.
yes. Well, I can think of a couple of things with something like Zoom, is where you can host, especially now in lockdown, you can host like a makeup course and people can be all.
Definitely. Like I said, I don't necessarily know if someone if anyone will pay money for stuff like that at the moment. I mean, economically, everybody is a bit unsure about what's going to happen. So I don't think maybe now is the right time for that. But I will definitely stick my fingers out and see if there's any belangstelling.
It'd be a good time because people are sitting at home, and you can certainly just give it a try. People are sitting at home, they've got nothing to do. Oftentimes, and it's everyone. It's people with money, it's people without money, it is people with income. We're all in the same boat with this. So I think it might be worth it to give some a go and just to see what the response is on that.
Yes, definitely. I was also thinking of maybe just starting a YouTube channel and just start doing something because I'm getting bored out of my mind. I can just so many times clean the toilet and wash the dishes and do the laundry, and I was even a plumber. I mean, really? We installed a solar geyser on the roof, which works fantastic, by the way. But yeah, that's not me. I just want. The other day, my husband was like, "What's up with you? You're in such a mood." And I was like, "Excuse me, you know what I would like to do? I would just like to go into my salon and play with my makeup, please." And he was like, "Aren't you getting tired of it?" I said, "I'll never get tired of it. I'll never get tired of it." And I don't really, and then it made me realize once again that I really, really love what I do. And we can be very lucky that we do what we love, because there's a lot of people stuck in jobs that they don't love and that they just don't get any satisfaction out of.
But it's like I've said to many people, I take photos not because I'm getting paid. I'm getting paid because I like to take photos, and I do photos because I love doing it. It's not, I'm not doing it only, not only doing it for the money. The money that I do earn from it is my main income, but it's purely a passion of mine. So it doesn't feel like work in most cases.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, with me working from home and with you, I mean, I know that there's nights and early mornings that you put in editing pictures and photos and, you know, doing your stuff and uploading stuff. And it's the same with me. I mean, yes, you do get tired, and yes, I do have other priorities that needs attention. But I mean, I can work until 9 or 10 o'clock in the evening without getting tired of it. I can do it. But at the end of the day, you have to have a balance. But I mean, if I have to do it, I will do it with a smile on my face. That's actually what I wanted to say, because I think the amount of personal satisfaction you get from doing what you actually like doing, no one can take away from you. It is a very, very shitty situation that we are in right now, but I think we just need to, there has to be good things and good stuff coming out of this whole weird time that we're going through at the moment. And I believe that we can't sit and get negative right now.
Yeah, it's very difficult, especially with us who's got our own little businesses. You're not getting any income now. I'm not getting any income, and the same with a lot of people. So I think it's now the time to explore different avenues where we could possibly help our clients without actually having to be there, or that we can better. If you, like, for instance, a makeup course or a photography course or something like that. If it means people have got the funds to do something like that, now is the time, because you have time to sit at home and actually work through it. Because normally people will buy a course on an online course on photography or makeup or whatever, but they will never watch it because they don't have the time to do it. So they've bought it, and it's sitting there on their computer and they never use it. But now you can actually sit and work through it and better yourself.
Do it interactively. Yeah.
And also 9 times out of 10, if somebody has bought a course like that now, and they do contact the person who made it, they will probably respond, because they're also sitting at home without much to do. So they
Exactly.
also have time. Whereas if I did a photography course, an online thing, and somebody would ask me a question, if it wasn't like this lockdown, I would not have had time to respond to him immediately,
Exactly.
too long or whatever.
Yeah. Definitely, definitely. And I also think you can actually add on to that an after service. So for example, someone paid for something and then there's still stuff that they aren't quite clear of. We do have the time now to actually help people and say, look, I know you're struggling with this. Let's do like an extra 30 minutes or 45 minutes or whatever.
Yes.
So yeah, it's like you say, there's a lot of people who don't have money, but then there's still a lot of people that do actually get an income at the moment.
Yeah.
Lucky.
So if you say that you want to start a YouTube channel, the issue with the YouTube channel is you need to keep busy. You need to constantly
post the whole time.
And to edit the video is a difficult part. If you do something that's live like this, there's no editing involved. But if you do something like a day at the salon or a behind the scenes of a wedding makeup session, you're going to have to edit that and make it look nice. And that's the stuff that's going to take time that we don't always have time to do.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I think someone should actually, I don't know about you, but I'm terrible when it comes to admin. I think someone should actually launch a service like that. I mean, now we do have time to do all of those little nitty-gritty stuff, but I mean, I don't know about you, but a work week for me is like gone. It's like, oh. And then I would think about someone who sent me a WhatsApp message to make an appointment, and then I realized, listen, dude, this person has actually sent you a message like a week and a half ago, and you didn't even freaking reply.
Yeah.
So I actually need, I need a program that can actually reply via me. I need to get a personal assistant for my personal life.
What's making that noise?
Wait.
Something scratching on the
You're still hearing it. Maybe it's the microphone. Is it better?
Yeah, let's see how it goes. Anyway, yeah, you can set up stuff like that on WhatsApp. If you convert your WhatsApp to a business profile, you can have automated responses come up.
Really? That's nice. I didn't know that. I have to say, a few years ago, I thought myself being quite tech savvy with stuff, but at the rate things are actually like, it feels to me like multiplying, and it's like every day there's something new, and it's like, it's freaking me out because you have to stay on top of this and you have to stay on top of that. And yeah, I think it's very interesting, it's very liberating, but I think it's just too much. You really need, that's why people actually appoint people to do their social media stuff. I mean, I wouldn't sleep a wink if I had to do all that stuff.
No, it's crazy.
How do you keep up with your social media editing and posting and stuff like that? Or do you also use a program like Planoly or Buffer, or what's the other one? Where you can actually preload your stuff and then it posts on your behalf.
I use a program called later.com, and Later is quite cool. The free version has got 30 posts per month, and so what happens is if you start posting in Later on the 15th of April, you've got 30 posts to do, so you can do 2 posts per day, or you can let it run over 15th of May. So as soon as May starts, you've got 30 posts again. So then technically you could do, for the first half of May, you can do 2 posts a day, or you can just schedule it from there onwards and just let it run on. And I normally take...
Do you think...
Say again?
Sorry?
And I normally take about 2-3 hours one morning, and I will sit and I will only do that. I'll pull in the images I want to upload on my Instagram, and I'll put it in, I'll type in the captions. And the good thing about that is your general hashtags, you can type once and you just copy them. So it becomes a copy and paste. So for me, like let's a landscape photo, I've got all my landscape related hashtags, I paste them in, but now it's a black and white photo. So I just go type in black and white, hashtag black and white photography. So only the new stuff that pertain to that photo I will type in extra, but the most of it I will just copy and paste it in. So it takes time, but it goes relatively quick. And then each day there will be something that posts at least, and you can do the same for Facebook.
You don't have to do it.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to go in every single day to post something. It does it by itself.
And do you feel it's quite efficient? Like there's no glitches, and does it upload correctly? No problem.
It will tell you.
I'll definitely try it.
It will tell you when you upload the image. Like let's say you've got a photo in, and you want to have it go live on Thursday afternoon at 15:42. You can do that, but as soon as you put the image in, it will tell you that there's something wrong with the photo. If it's too tall, if it's too wide, or whatever, and then you can
that's wonderful. Yeah.
You just click on edit, and you can fix that so that it fits into the aspect ratios of what Instagram gives you.
Yeah.
I've not really...
What inspired you to do this lockdown lives, Dewald? I'm very honored to be one of your guests.
What inspired me?
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of podcasts in my free time when I'm driving or when I'm walking or whatever the story is. I listen to podcasts, and that was the big driving force behind that. But it's always been, I've always had an excuse. I didn't have a space to do it, or I didn't have the time to do it, or then this and then that, and I've literally put it off for 3 or 4 years. And now with this thing, I said I want to do a thing where I chat to someone, not necessarily photography related. I want to talk to somebody different each day, and broadcast it. So people mustn't come and look at it and say, well, that was edited. It must be as...
I hear what you're saying. Raw, uncut.
As it can be. And there will be issues with sound, and there will be issues with internet lines dying and all the kind of stuff.
What happened to us?
It will happen. It will, because that's part of being live on these things. And I think a lot of people are scared of that whole live thing, because they're scared they might say something that people don't like, or that will cause harm to business, or whatever the story is. And I think that
I have to be honest, I was a bit nervous coming on here, because I've told you once before that whenever someone puts me on the spot, I start getting like a freaking panic attack, and then I stop talking shit. So yeah, but I have to say, I think we're all quite relaxed now and busy with this lockdown thing. I have to say, I'm really feeling relaxed, but my gees rattle a bietjie. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, for what
because we don't know what's going to happen. Because we don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we don't know if they're going to extend the lockdown, if they're going to be over. Because I don't know if you saw, I was actually checking to see, and then it looked like the the numbers of people that they say every day. I don't know if you also get that thing where it says today it's so many people have the corona or the COVID-19, and then it says how many people recovered and how many died. And then it was like going down a bit. And then I thought, okay, maybe it will be over by the end of April. And then this morning I saw that there was like, from yesterday to today, there was like 145 people, which was the most to date. So yeah, you can just hope and pray.
It's still going up, and it's going to go up for a long time still. And that's what the people are saying. People are saying that they've got no idea what's going to happen with this. Is it going to be a permanent thing? Is it going to be a seasonal thing? Is it going to be, they don't know. And I think that's the biggest worry with this whole thing, is that nobody knows. Nobody knows.
Yeah, that's why I say that's why I say my gees voel 'n bietjie. Yes, that one. My gees voel 'n bietjie berig, because we don't know what's going to happen. But I do know, the one thing I am very sure of is that there's going to come much positivity out of this once it's over. I believe that. I absolutely, with conviction, believe that. En niemand moet vir my enigiets anders vertel, want dan gaan ek hulle amper sê bliksem. Yeah. That's just my positivity speaking.
People have got no idea what's going on, and also it takes a day or 2 days to get the results back if you did a test.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing here now is 2 days behind, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, yeah. I realize that.
They really need to ramp up the testing, like quick, and get every single person tested. And I know in informal settlements it's going to be a lot difficult, but start with us. We are at home. Get people to come through, but not just take my temperature. Just they must do a proper test with the swabs, and so that at least you know that you are clean. And then I would say, and I think it's part of what the DA has done in their whole thing now, is that if I'm clean and you are clean, let us be able to get into contact with each other.
Yeah. But I wonder how will they, what's the word? How will they manage that? I think that would be very difficult.
Certificate, and that certificate must be updated every week, I would say. And they can. It doesn't have to be a piece of paper. It can be an online thing. So, like, let's say I get a phone call from Tannie Sunny that wants to come and see me for her daughter's matric dance photos. I can be able to go online and see if Tannie Sunny is clean. I can let her come in.
It's also a drug test. Oh, word. It's so terrible.
At least in somebody like you can carry on doing what you're doing. As if you.
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
You say, right, Tannie Sunny is here for a weekly perm. You quickly go on your phone and there's a database. You type in Sunny Kukumur from Kukenhaapstraat 21. Right, she's all right. She can come in, cut hair, get her money, off she goes.
Yeah, this thing is just too difficult for me to understand. This whole 2-week thing. Yeah.
But yeah, I think we need to just make the most of it. And that's to come back to your question, is I just want to make the most of the time I've got and talk to as many interesting people as I possibly can.
Of course, yeah, wonderful. It's a very nice initiative, Dewald. I really enjoy it. I haven't watched every single one, but I have watched quite a lot of them, and I really did enjoy it.
People can go back onto YouTube and go watch it again. The first week I was mostly on Instagram, it's a day later it disappears, and you can't save it to
Yes.
repurpose it. I didn't like that, even though Instagram got really good reach, but I couldn't reuse the content again. And a lot of the stuff that we speak about is really good info that I think people can really benefit from. So that's why I want to keep it, get it to a place where people can come and look at it again.
Yes. Tell me, Dewald, out of a social media perspective, do you think it's definitely more viable doing the Instagram thing? Obviously Facebook then as well, because I have to be honest, that's why I have to get a program that I can actually program my stuff to be posted when it needs to be posted. It feels to me as if like Instagram gets the most traction out of everything. It's like this whole, dis is hierdie bom wat ontplof het en everybody's just doing Instagram because their reach is much better than what it is on Facebook, for example.
Yeah, look, I think more people are going towards Instagram now because there's less bullshit to work through. If you're on
ads
Facebook,
and stuff.
Not just the ads, because there's lots of ads on Instagram as well, but if you go onto Facebook, you see 40 different posts of people swallowing raw eggs, and then you see 10 posts about the DA complaining about this, and then you see one post about COVID-19, and then you might see something interesting that a friend of yours has shared. And you don't get that on Instagram.
So it's about the algorithm.
Instagram's also got an algorithm. The more people you interact with, the more you get to see of their stuff. But you'll see you see better content on there. That's for me anyway.
All right. Yeah. Cool.
So if you want to double down on your makeup stuff, there is 10,000 people on there doing makeup tutorials and everything. But you've got your own unique spin on it. So I would definitely go do. And Instagram's got the Instagram TV option as well now, where you can upload a video up until 29 minutes, I think, on there.
Isn't it about? I think it's less now, because the other day I wanted to upload a video that was like 17 minutes 55 seconds, and it said it was too long. So I wonder, I should actually go and check. Maybe it's 15 minutes now, or something like that.
Was that in did you want to upload it directly to Instagram TV, or did you want to upload it directly to Instagram itself?
I'm not sure. I think it was Instagram TV. I think so. Sometimes this stuff makes me a bit confused, because like I said, there's such a lot of stuff that you have to do when you have a business these days, and it's freaking tiring.
Yeah.
You have to think of all the hashtags and video and quote, and then your whole look has to be a certain way, and it has to be certain colors, and you have to do picture quote, and no. Oh no, it's tiring. It's very tiring. But I mean,
maximum time limit for Instagram TV is 60 minutes.
Oh, what? Okay, maybe then I try to upload it on my profile then. 60, 60, like 1 hour, 60.
Okay, right, here it is. I'm on Instagram site. It says videos must be at least 1 minute long. So it must be longer than 1 minute.
All right.
The maximum video can be is 15 minutes when uploading from a mobile device. So if you upload it from your phone, 15 minutes is max. If you upload it from a computer, and I haven't done this or tried this yet, it is 60 minutes. So that's interesting. So I can 60.
Oh, 60. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And
that's interesting.
file format. Yeah, no, I think, yeah, no, it's interesting. So something like this, I can download it and upload it on there as well, because it is,
Yes.
also generally about an hour long.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, it changes every day.
yeah, that must be a new thing, because as far as I remember, it was like 29 minutes. That was it. But I think that obviously they changed it. I didn't do the Instagram TV from a desktop, but I'm going to look at it.
Wonderful.
Yeah. All right. So what's the first thing you're going to do after lockdown?
What's the first thing?
Okay.
No, what do you mean? Business-wise, or maybe I should start drinking.
Just for anything. Yeah, no, I also said to God, we must have a proper party at home again.
Yeah, yeah. You listen, I actually said to my husband Blom, he said the other day, oh, when this lockdown's finished, I'm going to go out to the bar and I'm going to have lots of drinks. And I'm like, whatever. And then I thought, yeah, that is net iets wat jy sal sê. But Dewald, I don't know. I think just being able to get in your car and go where you want to go. So because I've been to the shops twice. No, I've been to the shop once. To the spa here close to our home, and I had my gloves and I had this little flippin' stuff masker with this metal thing that goes here around your nose, and I had to press it down. I couldn't. And listen, I don't know if you know this about me, maar ligsiek, seesiek, karsiek, you name it, I got it. Hoogtevrees, entevrees, you name it, I got it. Kry net flippin' awesome when I'm masker. I can't breathe. And then, you know, I'm always like this. I mean, I walk around with short sleeves in the winter since I was a little girl, and fat has got nothing to do with it. I had to go to the shop with this freaking mask with this erector wat does it hier my hare staan so, it like just a fucking gollywog. And then I started sweating and I couldn't breathe, and I was like, can I get klaarmaak hier asseblief, because I felt like I was getting a freaking panic attack. And then the other day my husband said to me, but it's your turn to go to the shop now. I said, no, I'm sorry, you can go. I have to go to Dischem in a few days because I have to go to the dispensary, but yeah, it's not fun. And then I went to a friend of mine, and she was in need for her baby boy needed something, and I still had some stuff of Bailey, and then I just went and I took it to her. And I also, but once I get into the car and I drive home, ek pluk my masker af, I can't breathe. So I think the thing is just that you can get in your car and you can actually go where you want to go. You can go visit someone. I mean, I don't have a problem being at home. It's quite nice for me actually, because I work from home. It's no different to me. But yeah, like I said, just being able to go where you want to go. I don't have anything specific.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you.
What's the first thing that you would do?
We're going to have a braai.
Definitely. Shame, I don't know about you, but Bailey's been very frustrated. He's been very, very, very frustrated. I mean, I think for an almost 4-year-old, to be cooped up in the house every day. I mean, for us as well, we have to keep finding stuff for him to do that will keep him busy, because otherwise he just gets naughty.
Yeah, but I think also they miss school, and that's why I have no idea how people do homeschooling, and they are in a different breed to what we are. I send my kids to school because I love them, and I think they need to go to school. They need the interaction from other kids now.
Definitely. But he said to me the other day, mommy, I miss school. Wanneer gaan ek weer skool toe?
Emily and Renee can still play with each other, but that's only 10-15 minutes at a time, and then they moor each other or whatever the story is. So yeah, they also miss school. They definitely do.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, Dewald. I was thinking the other day when I thought of you doing this whole lockdown live thing, and I wondered if I could ask you what was one of the strangest encounters or things that happened to you or while you were busy doing a shoot for someone. Was there ever something strange or funny or weird that happened? Because I was thinking actually of one of the weirdest stuff or the funniest things that happened to me. And I thought, well, everybody must have a story like that.
Okay, you go first. Let me think a bit.
I think I told you this once. It's quite a long story, so I'm sorry if I'll bore someone. It was quite a few years ago. I got a opportunity to go do the wedding of Danny Kaye with Alicia Buckle. And Alicia did all the makeup, and me and two of my assistants, we did all the hair. And we had to drive at, I think at 4:30. No, I'm sorry. It was very early in the morning. We had to drive to Lawrenceford Wine Estate because the wedding started at 12 and we had to be there like very, very early in the morning. And I think there were 8 bridesmaids or something. So then I had on like just like a little, like a shoe with a heel about that high, not very high, something I can actually work in that is comfortable enough and still look professional enough. And strangely enough, we got there. It was still dark, obviously. I think we got there at 5 o'clock in the morning, and then it was quite winter time. It wasn't cold yet, but it wasn't hot either. So it was still dark. And then there were cobblestone, like this little paved cobblestone path. And then while I was getting the stuff out of the car, I felt like just tipping to the back a bit, and I thought, okay, my heel just maybe got caught in one of the little groefies daar. And I felt like my freaking shoe, my heel actually it didn't break off. It just like, it's a bite. And then I thought, oh my gosh. And I always had extra shoes in my boot. And that day I didn't have any extra shoes. So we went inside and I thought to myself, listen, you need to fake it till you make it today, because these people are not going to understand that even if you broke your heel, that you will be able to do your work perfectly. So I thought to myself, okay, I'm not saying these girls are shallow or anything, so please don't get me wrong in that regard. I'm just saying that I perceive them as girls that would have like totally had to have a meltdown if they would have broken a heel. So het ek maar vir my staan gemaak daar agter 'n bed, at the side of a bed. There was a plug, and I made my whole little station there, and I started doing the hair. So, and I just ever so slightly now and then because when I work, I used to just shift my weight from the one leg to the other, and that's one of the tricks and tips that they teach us when we go do hairdressing. And that's how your feet and your legs never get tired, because you shift your weight the whole time. And then sometimes I forget that the heel is not so lekker, and then I shift my weight, and then there goes the heel again, and then I just ever so slightly just go and I just bend it right. Da, 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 da. So long story short, we did everything. We had a mucha commotion that morning because, I mean, we were 15 women in one hotel room. And what the organizers forgot to do was actually put them in a room where there wasn't other people around that were sleeping. And so they were making such a hell of a noise. They were like, I mean, it's a wedding. It's their best friend's wedding. They're having a nice time. They're laughing. And then all of a sudden, this woman came bursting into the room and she was like, do you know it's 5:30 in the morning? There's people sleeping in the other room. And okay, so long story short, there was a big commotion around that. I'm not going to go into any further detail. And then lastly, I had to do Danny Kay's sister's hair, and I did her hair, and she had this nice clip that she wanted to put in the hair. And by that time, me bending the heel back to where it's supposed to be the whole time got so, what's the word, murdu, that it completely broke off. And I thought, okay, so now you have to just wing it. And she walked across the room and she was like going to this other mirror and telling me to come with her to see where I need to put the clip in her hair. And then I thought, okay, so now I have to walk in such a manner that these people don't realize that I've actually broken a heel, but we were almost done. So I was quite happy. And then once I got to the other mirror, Danny K's mother said to, I think she said to Alicia, oh my God, her heel just broke. Do you think she knows? And Alicia started laughing and she was like, oh, she knows. And I think, my heel broke at 5:30 this morning already. What do you think? And then that was the strangest, funniest, stupidest thing that has ever happened to me. Balancing my weight on one leg for the whole morning. And at 11:30 o'clock that morning, we were done and we were on our way home.
Yeah, no, those kind of things is, well, I would have just walked in there barefoot and said, listen, guys, my shoe broke.
Imagine that.
Yeah, well, why not?
No, imagine that. Nie daai cool girls nie.
But what happened to me at the end of last year, I did a shoot with a friend of mine in Tilburg, and I was doing video, and I was walking around to get a shot, and I was looking at the back of the camera, and I smacked my head into a statue, and it cut me open. So there was blood, and it was a surprise engagement thing. So we were going to be there as two friends having wine as well, and then the two of them doing their thing, and then we would secretly film it. And when he actually went to ask for her to marry, we would come up and do photos, videos, and everything. So here I am, about half an hour before all of this happened. I smacked my head. It's blood everywhere.
Yeah.
And Liesel nearly passed out because she can't handle it. But luckily it wasn't that bad. So I stopped the blood and everything, and we carried on doing the shoot. And the other time was about 6 years ago. I did a wedding in Stellenbosch, and the only way I could get the photo that I wanted of the couple was if I had to get into the dam.
Yes, I remember that. And it was the most beautiful shot.
And like you always got a pair of shoes. I've got a second set of clothes with me, a shirt and the pants and everything. And I stripped down to them and to my underpants, and I said, listen, if you haven't seen anybody in the underpants yet, you won't ever do so. The water, and I got the photo. So that was the one
where they were actually standing on the Dewald.
Yeah.
With the moon and the stuff in the background.
Yeah,
I still remember that. That's quite a few years ago, eh?
It was a nice sunset.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. And you got in the water. I still remember that. It's a shame that we can't share those pictures that we did the last shoot we did together yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. I would have loved to though.
I wonder when all of that is going to happen and go on and all those kind of things.
Yeah, I know they moved it to June, but yeah, like we said, we don't know what's going to happen now. Jeez. It almost, someone actually put something on Facebook the other day, and it was actually so cute. Yeah, beautiful. How many years ago was that, Dewald?
It was in 2014.
2014. Okay.
6 years.
Yeah, like I wanted to say now, someone actually put something on Facebook the other day, and I thought it was actually so so cute. She said that it almost feels as if God and Mother Nature just sent us to our rooms to go and think about what we've done. Because this thing has really shook the whole freaking world, eh? Dewald, do you remember how cold it was that day?
Yeah.
Do you remember how cold it was that day?
But it was long time ago. Long time ago.
Six years this year, no? Yeah, 6 years this year.
Yeah, no, crazy time.
Flies.
Okay, Janelle, I think we need to start wrapping this up. We've been going for some time.
We've been busy more than an hour, yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much
for
Dewald. Join me and talk nonsense, even though we had a hiccup, but that's not a problem.
Don't worry, it's life.
Yeah. All right. As soon as all of this is done, we're definitely going to have a get together with all the usual.
Definitely. Please give Corin a hug and 2 kisses for the 3 kisses. 3 kisses for the girls, please.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll do
have
so.
A good night, Dewald. Thank you for having me.
Bye-bye.
Bye.